I'm not gonna start it right now. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crank it a few times to get some oil flowing in there. Oh man. It cranked. And battery's low. Alright, let me hook up some jumpers real quick. Here's this crazy contraption. Let's crank it. Turn the key. You know what? I guess I'm gonna let it charge because it's pretty damn low. I put the jump pack a little higher. Let's see what it does now. I guess I'm gonna wait a little. So I'm gonna give it a crank. Let's see if it cranks. I think it's too damn low. Okay. Try it again. One more time. Update. So it's got enough power. I got a different battery. I was charging that battery. I added a bunch of extra grams with the jumper cable. Nothing. It just cranks very slowly. And I'm pretty sure the starter is going bad. That's my only guess. Or another thing I noticed, that's loose. Well, I don't really feel like risking it. I'm just gonna change the starter. I have a new one right there. I got it when I bought an intake manifold. So, wow, there's a hell of room. I'm gonna take advantage and just swap out the starter real quick. Here's the starter. This nut was loose, but I don't want to risk it. I have a new one. I'm gonna put the new one on. Honestly, I think this new one is from, I want to say this is from the K20A because the guy I got it from, he said that his friend had a K20A Type R and a couple things here and there, but it looks brand freaking new, so you bet I'm gonna go with this. This guy will put it to the side, take it somewhere to test it, but pop that bad boy in. New starter's in, all plugged up. Turn the key and start it. Okay. Wow. So the car has been charging for a few hours. Well, actually, the battery. Let's see if something good happens. Nope, obviously not. Hello. So, update. Got the coil packs out, took out the spark plugs, sprayed PB blasters in all the cylinders, then put a little bit of oil in all of them. Then I cranked it manually by putting 19 on the power steering pump and, letting the engine crank manually. And then I cranked it without the spark plug. This is what happened. Still cranks slow and stuff. I feel like I might have cleaned up the cylinders a little bit, maybe just enough. So I just put in the spark plugs. I'm gonna put in the coil packs right now. Coil packs are in. There's a different one for the last one because the one in there was like this. It was toast, and I just rather not run this. Hey, another cool update. Interior's back together, or at least the center console is. And I'm gonna turn the key over, and I'm just manually gonna hook up the starter and see what happens. I don't have much faith, but let's give it a try. Nothing. Hello, new day later. I've been doing more studying, more homework, and I'm gonna try something new today. Hopefully it'll work. What I'm gonna do is pop in the spark plugs and get this all ready. So here's what I've done. I've added grounds to the transmission, so 2 battery cables are connected to the trans, onto the chassis. I got 2 on the valve cover on the engine. So what I've learned is you don't have a lot of ground on the engine and the chassis. So I think I've added enough ground. I'm gonna connect the battery and see if it helps. Hopefully, we have good luck. Nope. Come on. I moved the grounds a little bit and they cranked. It felt pretty healthy, so let's see what happens. Come on, it's so close. What's happening? It's so close. Dude. Ooh. I'm gonna let it cool down a little. Oh my goodness. Oh shit. He's running. Oh shit. Oh god. I'm gonna try to start it up again and see what happens. But she runs, boys. That's nuts. Jesus Christ. Oh, fuck. Well, boys, she runs. So if it cranks very slow or it doesn't crank at all, add more. Here's the situation. So I kind of added a jump pack, but look at all these grounds. This is all grounds to the transmission, to the chassis, on top of the valve cover. Just add more grounds. Grounds is what made this car run. Hello. So, right now we're plumbing up the radiator and stuff. So this is the Z3 upper radiator hose. And it actually works pretty damn good. So this, I'm going to use the original hose clamp. But for here, you gotta use one of these aftermarket ones because you need to tighten these up. Because when you put it on, it's kind of loose. And it looks like it's not going to fit, but I tightened the hell out of it. Well, I tightened it a good amount. And it seems like it shouldn't leak. So we're going to see what happens. For the lower, the ones I had, when I tried to twist it on, they would kink. It just wouldn't work. So I'm going to try this one out. I'm going to try this flexible hose I got from Advanced Auto Parts. That's the part number from Daco. So I'm going to give it a try and see how it works. So top radiator hose is on. OEM clamp is being used. And I have this aftermarket one. That's pretty good. Nice and tight. Bottom one. It's pretty tight, but hey. I made it work. It's a good snake. So use that part number. That worked out fine. That's all in place. Radiator is ready to go. I was going to use the driver's side fan because it fit with the other radiator. But unfortunately, these stock fans will not work with your hybrid radiator because they're set up a little different. And the mounting spots are just set up in awkward ways. I don't feel like modifying those. I feel like I can still sell these, get some money back, and then try to either get some aftermarket ones or get the OEM hybrid one. But in the meantime, I got some distilled water and some power steering fluid. Make sure you get Honda, not just any power steering fluid. And I can try to bleed the system. So I'm gonna give it a start and just put the heat on full blast. Start burping the system. Got a couple grounds hooked up. I'm gonna put this batteries hooked up. Let's see if she starts right up. Starts up. I'm gonna put the heat on full blast. Maximum heat. Now put in coolant. So loud. Oh, the garage got smoked out. Tried to turn it off because that was really loud and hurting my ears, but that's the longest it's ran. So radiator's kind of filled. And now I'm gonna fill up the power steering. I'm surprised it's clear. Well, and there it goes leaking. Holy crap. That sucks. Turned it to the right and to the left all the way. There's fluid in there. So, she's good. Hello. So, quick little update. Right now we have the sway bar installed. I put a bunch of anti-seize on the bolt so they don't come off. And that bracket for the sway bar, I'm using it off of my D17. So, if you don't have the D17 like mounting brackets, the metal piece, then you can use the D17 ones. And luckily I already have bushings from this sway bar. Now I'm gonna install the sway bar end links. Hello, so we got the sway bar end links. I painted them black. Other side is on now too. There you go.